Hello, everyone, and welcome to Our Life in Horror. We are a horror movie podcast with a gore-filled side of news, physical media, and everything spooky. My name is Brendan, a horror addict since birth, and with me is my horror queen, Sam.
Hey guys, we are Our Life in Horror, and you can find us on Instagram at Our Life in Horror. Same with Twitter, and our email is ourlifeinhorror@hotmail.com.
Yes, so we have a very exciting episode for you guys tonight. We are going to be doing our top 10 horror movies of all time. We're going to be skipping horror movie news and stuff like that, and we're just going to kind of just have a fun little episode discussing our favorite films.
Yeah, pretty much just so you guys can get to know our taste, I guess.
Yeah, it's very clear, I think, after this episode, what both of our tastes will be.
They're very different, too, so it'll be interesting. I actually have no idea what's on Brendan's top 10. I could maybe guess maybe one or two, but I've been looking forward to doing this episode with you because I want to know what's on that list.
Yeah, and I can honestly probably guess most of yours, but
Okay.
yeah, we'll see, but I have a good idea.
Alright, who wants to start? You want to go?
Yeah, I can start.
Oh, we're also going to do one fun fact for each movie. Just, I don't know, something fun to do.
Yeah, so basically we'll just talk like a little bit about it and maybe how we watched it for the first time or something, and
Yeah,
we're just going with the
we're
flow.
kind of winging this one.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
So my first one is The Hills Have Eyes 2006.
All right.
It's not on your list?
It was on my original list, and I actually subbed it out. You know what? Love that movie, but it's an honorable mention at the end. I know. It is a great movie. I just had some others that had to be in there.
Oh, fair enough. Well, I love this movie.
Yeah, me too.
I love this movie ever since it first came out, and I watched it when I was little. It scared the shit out of me. And I love the story too, from how this what do they call people that don't use violence? Pacifists or whatever.
People that don't use what?
Violence, like violence is not in their religion.
I don't know what that's called.
Oh, well, how the main character doesn't use violence at all, and then he just goes to stone cold badass killer against these people to protect his family.
Yeah. It's a pretty brutal movie.
Yeah, it's super gory, which I love. I love the score actually, and it's got I don't know, the rape scene's hard to watch still yet, but it's done tastefully. You don't see the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because I don't like that in movies anymore.
I think I don't like it either, but I think this movie, that to me is what made it even scarier. Just I don't know, family going on this trip and then that fucking happens. I don't know. It just adds to the brutality of it all.
Yeah, and it's good daytime horror. The hard
Yes.
horror movies that take place in the day are hard to do, and
That's true.
I found it really did a really good job on that.
Yeah.
But I do have a fun fact, and my fun facts are kind of lame, but
That's okay.
the gas station was called Gas Haven, which rhymes with Wes Craven, the writer and director of the original. They're all so long, I didn't want to write them all down.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Was that intentional?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Just
right.
to pay homage, right?
All right. So, my number one is actually a movie that we are going to deep dive very soon.
Mm-hmm.
Joyride.
Oh, nice.
Surprise, surprise.
I actually didn't think that'd be on the list.
It is. It is a little bit more of a thriller, I find, but there's definitely horror aspects. And then obviously the sequels have crazy kills.
Yeah, they went with the sequels. They go full on straight to DVD bloodfest gore. No good story or anything like that.
Yeah, Rusty becomes just this massacre.
Oh yeah, he's completely different. He doesn't psychologically torture people anymore like he does in the first one. He full on tortures people in the rest of them.
And I think Rusty is probably one of the villains that scares me the most in the horror universe, just because he's this trucker just on the road coming after you. Mm-hmm. And it's super thrilling. And I don't know. It's just really good. A lot of tense moments in the first one. Love the brother duo. It's just a really good movie.
Yeah, I really like it too. Ted Levine did the voice of Rastiel in the first movie, and he's fantastic.
That was one of my fun facts that I did not write down because I knew we were deep diving and I knew we would need more fun facts.
Oh.
That's okay though. So my fun fact for Joyride is... Oh, because you know how I watched it on Prime the other day and I was like, oh, they titled it wrong. It says Roadkill. Mm-hmm. They actually renamed the movie in the UK and in Australia Roadkill because Joyride doesn't mean taking a leisurely ride in those places. It is a term when youth steal cars and race each other. So that's why they renamed it. So
isn't that what it means here too?
Joyride? I find it's more like going on a little adventurous ride. That's how I would think it is.
I always thought it was they're stealing somebody's car and taking it for a bit.
Huh.
I was joyriding somebody's car, you know.
Huh, okay. Well, anyway, that's why it on Amazon Prime has two names and they didn't fuck up. They renamed it.
Yeah, that happens a lot with movies overseas.
Yeah.
They'll usually always change the name.
All right, what's your number 2?
This one I think is on yours. I think. It's Evil Dead 2013.
Oh my god, again, it's not, but it was on my original top 10. Yeah, when we first made our list, that was on my list, and I actually bumped it out to the honorable mentions.
We won't have any films then on the same. No, we're all different then.
Yeah.
Okay, I saw this movie opening day when it came out in theaters. I don't know how, but I did see it. 2013, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I guess I would have been old enough to go see an R-rated movie in theaters then.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw it opening day in theaters, which was fantastic. It's got it's full of dark humor, yet it's still just scary as fuck. I love all the blood and violence and all the homages to the original, and it still has probably still the scariest Red Band trailer of all time.
The trailer, I always think of that trailer because you showed it to me. I'll be open here. We were on mushrooms, and you showed me the trailer, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" So yeah, I didn't watch that movie until I met you, but I didn't even know about it. But it's pretty insane.
Yeah,
I like the concept too about how she's going there to detox, and it's almost like I don't know how addiction is such a villain almost, and then she goes crazy, and I don't know. I just like it. I like how they did it.
Yeah, I like how they were able to keep them in the cabin. There was a reason for them to stay there.
Yeah. Unlike
the first one where they were the original, they just stayed there because they didn't believe it, I guess. It's been a while since I've watched it, but...
Yeah.
But yeah. My fun fact, the film was banned in Ukraine for extreme violence.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did not know that. So that was a fun fact I learned today.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, my number 2. I kind of cheated here. Okay, so my number 2 is House of Thousand Corpses, but I also put / Devil's Rejects. I know they're two completely different movies, but I kind of paired them in one because I couldn't pick.
I was going to do that too, but I didn't know how you'd feel about it, so I split mine up.
I just did it. Yeah, I'm on the wrong page here, but I love that movie. We just watched House of a Thousand Corpses this past spooky season, and I watched it twice. It's just a lot of fun. It's really fucked up.
Yeah, so you like it, and I like Devil's Rejects more.
Yeah, I like them equally, though. That's the thing. But I think I would watch Corpses more because it's just, bizarre and, I don't know.
It's definitely... It has such a music video type feel to it, you know?
Yeah.
It definitely has Rob Zombie's music video stamp.
Yeah. No, I totally see that.
But sorry, go for it.
Oh, that's okay. It just takes all these dark turns, and then with Rejects, it's a lot grittier and serious. Whereas I don't know, I'm still laughing at some scenes with Baby and stuff. I love her so much.
Yeah, and I like Ken Forte in that.
Yeah.
In the second one too, and Matthew Barrymore, I think, was Ken Forte's sidekick.
Okay.
Oh, he was so funny. I loved his character in that. And you never see him do comedic roles, but he's hilarious.
My fun fact for... Oh, I actually got a fun fact that kind of ties into both. So that's why I also put them together.
Okay.
Okay, so initially there was supposed to be a scene with Dr. Satan at the very beginning of Rejects, but it was cut. Rob Zombie felt it didn't fit with the grittier, more realistic tone of the rest of the movie, and he has since somewhat retconned Dr. Satan's appearance in House of a Thousand Corpses, stating that perhaps it's just a trauma-induced hallucination.
Oh, Dr. Satan was so bad. Dr. Satan! Woo!
It was so random. I don't know. I can see how it could have been that, but I like that fact. It was fun.
I actually really like the practical effects with Dr. Satan and all of his experiments. People they look so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks that there was actually a scene, because I was wondering that too in Devil's Rejects, if he was going to come back or the cops were going to find him underground or something, and they just never came back up.
Yeah, no, he just completely got rid of the character.
Okay, on for my third movie.
Yep.
The Exorcist, 1973.
Oh.
We're going with classic.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with The Exorcist. It's it's such a great movie. It's Oscar nominated, right?
I haven't seen that movie since I was in high school.
Oh, I love it. It's long, but I think it still holds up very well. And Linda Blair is fantastic. Michael von Synden, I can't say his last name, but one of the priests is great too, and I also really like The Exorcist 3, but this movie just still freaks me out with all the little subliminal images of the demon and stuff like that in it.
I would do a rewatch with that movie soon with you.
And then there's the spider crawl scene down the stairs. It's just it's gross. And some of the practical effects still hold up with the help me and the little girl's stomach that just appear out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good. My fun fact for this is, on the first day of filming the exorcism scene, Blair's delivery of the foul-mouthed dialogue disturbed Max von I can't say his last name, I'm sorry. So badly that he forgot his lines.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, imagine being on set for one of those scenes back in the day. I don't know.
Oh, it was crazy. I was also reading another one that said Linda Blair had so many death threats from people because they thought they were praising Satan and stuff that she had to have bodyguards for the next 6 months after the movie released.
Wow.
And they were provided by the studio that made the movie because of how serious people took it.
Oh wow. Huh. That was your number 3, right?
Yes.
All right, so my number 3 might get some hate for this, but Saw 2004.
My money gets made.
I don't know. A lot of people hate the franchise, but it's a long franchise, but
yeah.
I know. I watch it for the traps though, because I just fucking love that stuff. It's just fucked up. But
after the first 3, if you watched it for the storyline, you messed up.
Well, yeah,
you watched it for the traps.
It's true. It's true. But even the first one has such a good twist, and I just fucking love that first movie.
The first one, yeah, I don't mind the first 3.
Yeah.
I think the second one is also very good, but the first one by far gave me nightmares as a kid for a very long time. I always thought there was going to be somebody in my closet watching me, and I could just picture that eye being there, you know?
Yeah. Oh, it's so creepy too. You just wake up in this underground, gritty, dirty place, and you literally have this contraption on you. That's fucking scary.
Yeah.
I also wrote down my favorite trap. It is the public execution, because it's the one where they're outside in the display glass and there's the girl and the 2 guys.
Yeah.
I like that one because all of his other ones take place in private.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, there's all these people watching, and I think that is just so messed up. But yeah, so my fun fact. I couldn't find a whole lot. The first Saw was filmed in 18 days. It had a small budget and a limited source of special effects and stunt double shots.
Yeah, it was a very small budget for that movie.
Yeah.
18 Days was actually really quickly to make a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have another movie on my list that was also actually done in 18 days.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we'll get to it.
What a coincidence.
Yeah.
So my number 4 movie is Evil Dead 2.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I'd like to lop up a couple, but I guess I'm not gonna.
Sorry, we should have discussed that beforehand.
Yeah, I might actually lop it up. I have another movie I could put on here that was originally on here, but I'm gonna go Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like Evil Dead's like one of my favorite franchises from like all the horror movies. Evil Dead 2 is just so slapstick in your face, kind of funny.
Yeah.
But it's still like scary, you know.
It's pretty ridiculous. I remember when you put it on for me the first time.
Yeah,
I was like, "What is this?"
Yeah, but it's still creepy and freaky. It's just full of blood and gore too. Well,
Yes.
I guess in Evil Dead 2, it's all colored gore because they couldn't actually shoot it like with blood. Otherwise, they would have got a heavier rating. So they changed the color of the blood to get a lesser rating.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh.
So, but yeah, it's just really innovative, like creative filmmaking too. Like Sam Raimi did a whole bunch of cool directing techniques and improvised a lot of stuff in order to get his shots. And so it was really neat. And I love Bruce Campbell too. I'm a sucker for Bruce Campbell. He's so funny.
Yes, I know you love your Bruce.
Yes. So, I have 2 fun facts then, I guess,
Okay.
for this. So the first one will be for Evil Dead 2. And it's in a visual pun, one of the books on the can that traps Ash's possessed hand is Hemingway's Farewell to Arms.
Okay.
It's not, I laugh. I think I knew that, but I wasn't 100% sure. And then the fun fact for Army of Darkness is, in order to make it seem the chainsaw was always running, tobacco smoke was pumped through a tube into the saw constantly.
Huh.
So Bruce Campbell's just sitting there just huffing in tobacco smoke all the whole
Yeah.
time. That's just crazy to me.
Yeah.
This shit you can get away with in the 90s, I guess.
Yeah, no kidding. I was going to say they wouldn't do that now.
No, not a chance.
All right. Number 4. I have... Funny because I just did Saw, but The Collector.
Oh, I like that one too.
Yeah, and also there's traps. Whereas, like, I know it's different.
They're like booby traps.
Yeah, yeah. It's almost Home Alone, but dark. So I don't know. It's Jigsaw like brings people into his, I'm gonna say dungeon, but like the collector goes into your home, which is just like, I don't know, freaky. And the main character, Arkin, we were gonna name our future dog after that character because he's super smart, but we have to get a smart dog
Yes.
to start. But I just like that main character too. He's wicked. And I think after we watched that movie, I think I actually said that I may have liked that better than Saw.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I said. And my fun fact for this movie is the writers intended it to be a Saw prequel, but the idea was declined.
Yeah, I did know that.
Did you?
Yep.
Yeah, I just thought that was a good one because it tied into my last pick. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's my number 4.
It's like the fan theory where they think that McAllister from Home Alone grew up to become Jigsaw.
I feel like I've heard that.
Yeah, I want to do some actual research into the fan theory to see how much it holds up, but
Yeah.
I don't think it does.
No.
We'll see. So is it my turn?
Yep.
We're on number 5.
Yep.
You're going to love it. Because it's got Kevin Bacon in it.
Oh, another one of your loves.
My number 5 is Tremors.
Okay.
Yeah. I fucking love Tremors.
Yeah, I know you do.
Oh my god, it's so good. It's like almost like a perfect movie, you know? Everything that's set up in the opening to like the middle act is all paid off by the third act. Like everything works. It's another daytime horror movie too, actually.
Yeah.
Now this, if you're like under the age of 10, this movie might be scary for you, but like...
It's more just fun as an adult.
Yeah, it's like a fun, campy B monster movie. It's a lot of fun with great practical effects done, and like almost all the effects hold up from the original movie, except for there's like 2 shots of the movie when the graboid bursts through Bert's basement wall, and it shows like Bert Gummer and the thing in the tremor in the background, the graboid, and it's like the only shot that doesn't hold up, but everything else holds up very, very well. And all the characters are super fun and ridiculous.
I didn't mind watching the first one with you. We went and we actually reviewed
Well, I reviewed
all of them.
We reviewed 3, but you didn't watch 3.
I only made it up. Oh, you didn't review all of them?
You didn't review all.
No, I know. That's what I was getting at, is that I only made it to 3. I'm just not big on monster films. That's me.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Tremors is your shit.
Tremors is my shit. And then let's see if I got my fun fact for it. There are only 2 interior sets in the movie: Walter's store and Bert and Heather's basement. So the rest of the movie was all shot outside.
Okay.
There wasn't any other exterior shots. Which I thought was kind of neat. And
Yeah.
It's like the whole movie essentially takes place outside.
Yeah. Okay, my number 5. This may actually... So all of these movies that we're listing are in no particular order, but this actually might be my favorite horror movie. Like, you're looking at on my sheet.
Sorry.
This might be my favorite horror movie, like ever.
Ever?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I think. So, Friday the 13th, 2009.
Okay.
Yeah. I just think is it considered a reboot or a remake? Because I know people talk about that.
I
feel like it's
hard because it's both.
It's mixed almost.
Yeah, because if it was to be a full blown remake, it wouldn't have Jason at all in it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But it does include the Pamela Voorhees in the opening.
It has the whole shrine and everything.
Yeah, so I'm not sure. I'm gonna say it's a reboot. Personally.
Okay. Well, I love the cast. Aaron Yu is amazing.
Oh, he's so funny.
He's so funny. He's actually in another one of my my top 10 movies.
Oh, I know what it is now.
Do you?
Yeah,
Probably.
He was in all the horror movies. Isn't he?
I love the soundtrack in this movie. It gets me hyped. It has a long intro, which I actually liked, about the... you think that those are going to be the characters, and then they're definitely not.
Oh, the 20 minute fucking long short
Yeah.
movie at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And another point is that I'm not even really a big fan on the originals, basically because I'm not a big 80s horror girl. But this is still like one of my favorite movies.
We got it to 5, I think, and we quit at 5.
Yeah.
But we gotta finish it. You gotta get it to Jason X.
Okay. And my last point is that I just think this might be the perfect slasher movie. It's got the comedy, kills, nudity, it's upbeat and fun, and I just fucking love it.
Well, I'm gonna have to agree with that statement. It is really good too.
Yeah.
I think it made my honorable mentions for
Yeah.
sure.
So, so my fun fact is one of the victims, Chelsea, was supposed to drown due to exhaustion as Jason sat there waiting for her out by the lake. So you know how she gets stabbed with the machete?
Yep.
So she was actually just going to be out there treading water, just like not being able to come out, which I think is actually pretty cool. I do love her kill because it's sweet, but
Yeah.
that's also a really good idea too.
I wonder how long that would take.
Yeah, I'm wondering that too. Like, how long of time? Maybe that's why they didn't do it though, because you can tread water for a long time, and then it's what's the rest of the cast doing while this is going on?
Yeah, true.
So that could have been why they didn't do it. But I thought it would have been a cool death. But yeah, a lot of time would have had to elapse.
Okay. My next movie is going to be, I guess I'm just going to use my original one that was on here, Hereditary
Okay.
by Ari Aster.
Yeah.
I really think it's a beautiful looking movie. It's super dark, and it's honestly one of those movies that's it's hard to rewatch. It's like Midsommar too. It's just they're impossible to rewatch. So that's where I kind of went back and I wanted to take it out of my top 10 list because of rewatchability reasons.
Yeah.
But it's a really good movie.
It is good. It, like you said though, it's got some pretty
It's heavy.
yeah dark and depressing and intense.
I always think of the dinner scene when she's yelling at him, Like, it's those family moments in the drama that just,
Yeah.
like, make it really hard to watch. And then it's, like, the scares are really effective with the tension building. And Ari Aster really knows how to use darkness to his advantage when filming scenes. Like, when she's on the ceiling, crouched out, and you can just barely make her out, and you're not sure if she's there, and then she darts across, like, the thing, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
Super creepy.
I actually don't have a fun fact for that because I took it out. So
Okay, that's fine.
yeah, Ari Aster doesn't consider himself a horror director, I guess, if that's a fun fact.
That's actually pretty wild.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. He doesn't consider himself a horror director, even though he's made 2 horror movies.
Huh.
Yeah.
So what has he done outside of horror? Because I don't know any of that.
I don't even know. I think he's only made the 2 full-length feature movies.
Okay.
I think his short films were scary movies too, but I'm not sure.
Wonder what he considers himself then.
I don't know.
Drama and depressing.
Yeah. Totally bleak. You're going to be depressed for a week after you watch this movie.
Or can't get through the movie.
Yeah.
Okay, if you don't have a fun fact, then my number 6 is Disturbia.
Oh.
Is that the one you were thinking of? Because
Nope.
it also has Aaron Yu.
Nope,
Okay.
that's not.
That's my number 6. And I actually just thought of that one the other day. I actually took something out and put that in because it's just such a rewatchable movie for me. Like, I could throw that on right now and I could watch it like a few times a week and not get bored. I just love it. I love the cast. I love Shia LaBeouf. I forget the girl's name, the actress, but she's great too.
I don't know who she is.
Yeah.
It is like peak Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
Like in this time era.
Yeah, his good shit.
Yeah.
And it's just nostalgic for me too because I watched it back when I was like getting into horror. So I don't know. I love that movie. It's fun.
Yeah, I really like that one too. Actually, it's a good, almost not quite cry wolf movie, but like like Fright Night. It's kind of like in the same bone.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, fun fact. Oh, during filming, David Morse, who played Mr. Turner, did not speak to Shia LaBeouf or any of the teens on set. He was a method actor and wouldn't speak a word to them until filming was done. He ended up being very friendly, though.
It is crazy how far like actors like
I don't like method acting. It freaks me out.
take like man, like most of these like who's it, Bill Skarsgård and It also didn't see the kids on set until like the day or whatever.
That's pretty like I feel like that type of method acting is pretty effective though, because like what if like he's the super friendly man and then you're in the scene and you're like, huh, like I don't know, it just makes him more like mysterious.
Oh, for sure.
But I know that you hear stories of other people that take their roles really crazy seriously, and
I don't think we're gonna have too many Daniel Day-Lewis's here on any of our horror episodes though. Daniel Day-Lewis goes crazy in the method acting, like acting like the person for like a year before filming. Like
that's just nuts.
Like he did.
That just like fucks up your life.
Oh yeah, he did Lincoln or whatever, which is based on Abraham Lincoln.
Okay.
He played that character for like a year before filming.
Yeah, see,
to get it right. Like,
that's
isn't
like
that wild?
you're basically dedicating your life to different characters and not being yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's just It's like I'd listen to the Talk Scary podcast to me, and they talk about method acting, and they talk about how like after their scene is done, they need to shake it off, otherwise they get like stuck. Like
Yeah, you get lost.
yeah.
There's a pretty good documentary on Man on the Moon with Jim Carrey portraying the role of Andy Kaufman.
Okay.
He's like apparently like the whole cast was like super pissed off with him because he couldn't seem to get out of character, and he said it like he broke him.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like, it's a pretty wild documentary actually.
Huh.
Enough of movies that aren't related to horror. Let me see. My number, I guess I'm not going with numbers anymore, but my next horror movie is Train to Busan.
Okay. Yeah. Good movie.
The horror movie that made me tear up at the end of it. This movie is an incredible, like, zombie movie. Like, love George Romero's zombies and his zombie universe. Like, ever since I was little, I used to watch all those movies on repeat. And it's, like, hard, like, it's so, the media is so oversaturated with zombie properties that's hard for me to even find a zombie movie that I'll want to turn on.
I was literally about to say that, even with like Walking Dead, Fear the Walking. I don't know all those spin-offs they have. I can't even name them.
Like they just announced another one too. Now that The Walking Dead is ending, they're gonna start with another one.
Yeah.
But yeah, like what is it? The Return of the Living Dead 2. There's 28 Days Later was also a really good zombie movie too, but like that was one. And the Resident Evil movies, like there's one of those every year. Like it's just fucking wild. And then I watched this one, and it not only scared me, but it like emotionally gripped me.
It is very emotional
Too. Like it's so sad, and it's very well done. Like all the actors and are very, very good, and the zombies are like next level threat, scary.
Yeah.
You know? I'll just never forget like the end shot when he falls off the train. It's just emotional gut punch. I tell you.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. Everybody's seen it.
I know. If you haven't seen it by now, sucks to suck.
Yeah, the American reboot's coming out, so you're gonna have fun with that one.
Yeah, I'm actually a little bit curious about it.
I know. I don't even know who's in it.
Yeah, I have no idea.
My fun fact for Train to Busan is that it is the 6th highest grossing domestic film of all time in South Korea.
Oh.
So it made some money.
Yeah, it did.
Well, clearly, because Peninsula came out a couple of years later. But.
Yeah. All right. So my next one is Eden Lake.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
I don't forget about this one. I think about this movie probably once a month.
Oh, really?
Just because it pops up on my feed, or I don't know. It's very gut wrenching, and I like movies that are gut wrenching and make me feel things.
Yeah, it definitely did.
Yeah, it's intense, and it really messes with your head fighting back against kids. Like the fact that the kids are the problem here, it's intense.
Yeah, because they're like 14, 15?
Yeah.
Somewhere in that area where they should know what they're doing is wrong. And some of them even do, but it's when you're being bullied and you're in a little gang, it's kind of hard to say no to what they're proposing.
Yeah, there's peer pressure, and I don't know. It's just intense. It's following the couple, too. Like, it's an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah, I agree. And the ending is also extremely dark.
Yeah.
Which is not how I love dark endings, but it's not one might have needed
sort
a
of
break.
joy at the end. Yeah, no.
Some kind of uplifting on that one.
Okay, this movie, I could not find any fun facts. I have a fact about it. It's not very fun.
Okay.
Sean Dooley, who plays John, has some experience with disruptive teens. That is literally all I could find.
Who's John Dooley?
I'm assuming he plays John. I'm assuming that's the husband. I haven't watched it in a while.
That's Michael Fassbender.
Then I don't even know.
Is her husband? He's Magneto in the new X-Men movies.
Well, then whoever plays John has some experience with disruptive teens.
Maybe it's the lead teen's dad?
Could have been.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I could not find anything on it.
Yeah, it was pretty low budget.
Yeah.
Great practical effects in it, though. Like, you felt all the pain that they go through.
Oh, yeah. And we've only watched it once because it's one of those movies that I was even listening to a podcast episode on it, and they were talking about how it's like, it took them a while to do the podcast episode because it's just hard to relive.
Oh, I believe it.
So, yeah. It's on my top 10, but I've only seen it once.
Let's see. My next movie is John Carpenter's The Thing.
I knew this would be on your list.
Really?
Yeah, I did.
I love this movie.
Yeah, I know.
I love it. We got the album for it and everything.
Yeah.
I love this movie. It's so, like... It's isolating, it's paranoia, it just makes you feel all these things. And the practical effects are just outstanding. Like, these ones actually hold up, you know? And this movie was, like, from the 80s, where Tremors is from the 90s. Well,
Did I watch this one with you?
You didn't make it very far.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't think so.
You gotta sit down and give it a shot.
No, I feel like I did watch the whole thing with you.
No.
Is this the one with the dogs in the beginning?
Yeah, but I think we did the remake first. I don't think I made you sit through the original, because the remake was a prequel.
Yeah, never mind. I don't think I've seen it all then.
Yeah, this one was with all men, and then the
remake I remember
had Mary Elizabeth Winstead in it.
Yeah, I remember now.
But I love the first one. It's very nicely shot. Got aliens in it that come out of you, and there's like no look to them. They can just look like whatever because this alien has absorbed so many different species over the years.
Yeah, it was pretty creepy.
Planets, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's definitely one of my favorites, and it is also John Carpenter's. This is my fun fact. This is John Carpenter's favorite film that he's ever done.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
See, gotta give it a go.
Yeah. We'll see. Monster movies, man, and aliens. I'm not into aliens. Yeah. I believe in aliens, but I'm just not into aliens.
What happens when we get aliens like these ones that just...
You'll know what to do.
Yeah, but you won't.
I'm going to stand by you. All right, so that was your fun fact then, right?
Yes.
Okay, so my next movie is Jennifer's Body. Did you know that one was going to be on my list? No?
Nope.
Yeah, it's okay, a fun fact about my list is they're all 2000s movies.
Everyone?
Every single one.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just love 2000s films to begin with, and it gives me, like, I don't know, it's one of those movies that I would throw on, like, Mean Girls or Fired Up, like, just those teen high school, like, fun movies, but it's got horror added to it, so it's just extra good. It's got a lot of quotable lines, and I just love Megan Fox in it. She actually did really well in it, and I just love it.
Amanda Seyfried is also in it, too.
Yep.
She's great.
Yeah, and Adam Brody and Kyle Gallner.
Yeah, I always forget Adam Brody's in it.
Because he's in, funny. Like, kind of the beginning, and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I showed you that movie, right?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hadn't watched it until, you and I started dating. Yeah, I just love it. And just the fact that, like, it's a teenage girl eating boys is just fantastic. Like, it's such a good concept. My fun fact, I had a few, actually. I'm just gonna, I'll say a couple. So, Jennifer's black vomit scene was done using Hershey's chocolate syrup along with CGI.
Oh, well, at least it was delicious.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And to prepare for the role of a living dead teenager, Megan Fox lost 15 pounds. So she was under 100 pounds. She was like 97 pounds or something like that. And she didn't go in the sun for 4 months.
Oh.
Yeah. And
for one scene? Or like how many scenes was that?
Probably a couple.
I guess so. I only remember like one scene where she actually looks like shit.
Looks like crap, yeah. And then she eats another boy.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah, it could have been the one.
It'd be like near the end where she's trying to eat the boyfriend, and then
there's
right
one
before she eats the jock.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and yeah, that one. And then the original script, Jennifer and Needy were going to have more sexual tension as well as a sex scene as a reflection of teenage curiosity and experimentation. They cut that out.
I think I knew about that.
Did you?
I think every boy was curious about that growing up.
All right. Yeah. So those are my fun facts.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Yeah, okay. I love it.
I think just a heads up to Shout Factory. I think you need to pump out a special edition Blu-ray on that one.
Yeah.
Let's move on to my next movie, which is David Cronenberg's The Fly, which you did not make it through.
Nope.
You missed.
I've been on the ride at Canada's Wonderland.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
The Fly? What is it? Is it like...
It is a ride that I don't think it goes upside down, but it whips around corners really quick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty intense. It's fast.
Yeah, the ride doesn't count.
No, I know.
The ride is the movie, and you definitely slept through it.
I was probably tired.
Yeah. It's got Jeff Goldblum in it. I'm blanking on the actress's name, but Gina Davis. She's fantastic as well. It's from Canadian horror director David Cronenberg, who I love, and there's excellent body horror in this movie, which is not my favorite, but like I do appreciate seeing it. It's just a really good story, and you really feel for Brundle by the end of it, and you feel really bad for him at the end, and I'm blanking on stuff to say about it, to be honest. It's just really good.
I would probably watch it with you. I like body horror, but I have to be in the mood for it.
You have to make it to the body horror parts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know,
It's
I
just-
know.
He does like a really good like personality change like halfway through. He goes from being like this like innocent kind of guy. I guess he's still a little cocky in the beginning, but like halfway through he's like super cocky because now he's been fused with this fly and he just wants to. He's like a super high sex drive and stuff like that, so he just wants to hook up with girls and. He basically just is like, listen, if you're not gonna have sex with me, Gina Davis, I'm gonna go find somebody that will. And like, yeah, it's pretty wild.
See, I think I would have fun with that.
You gotta get to like the when he turns into the fly because it's just wild.
Okay.
My fun fact is Goldblum Goldblum was often wearing up to 5 pounds of prosthetic makeup during the transformation of the fly.
Wow.
In hindsight, that's actually not that much, but I guess like if
It's makeup, though. Like, that
Yeah.
feels like a lot.
yeah, true.
I don't even like when I put my foundation on too thick.
True. I guess I don't know because I've never been through it, but yeah, true. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good one. My number 9, Starry Eyes.
That one I knew for sure was on there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had a feeling that you knew that. It's just really unsettling and dark, and again, body horror,
Yeah.
and it's got a really, really, really brutal kill scene.
Yeah, it's super uncomfortable.
It
too.
is, yes. And it's just like, I don't know, goes to show how far people will go in Hollywood, like, and how much control people can have over other people, like
Yeah.
aspiring actors and whatnot. Like, obviously this is, like, intensified.
Yeah, I find these movies are like, if you make a choice, you made the wrong choice, and now you're going to be punished for it. I'm trying to think of like what genre of movie that would be, but like there are a lot of them. Like Bite is also one of those movies.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
I would say that is, and they're hard to watch because
Yeah.
they just made like a simple mistake. And
It's
then,
almost like karma. Like,
yeah,
it's their karma, which is like very intense karma. But
it's got some great body horror in that one too.
yes,
though.
it does.
She looks completely unrecognizable at the end of the movie.
Yeah, and it just, I don't know. I just love it. I love all the vibes of it. Starry Eyes fun facts. This is the other one that was shot in 18 days.
Okay.
And then there's the scene, actress Alex Esso really put bugs in her mouth that were vomited in the bathtub scene. She volunteered to do the method performance rather than using CGI.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really gross. I would never.
They're just bugged.
In your mouth?
Yeah.
No.
You never eaten a bug?
No, I don't think so.
Come on, you must have eaten a bug at some
But
point.
putting a mouthful of bugs, like, in your mouth, like a whole bunch, like, nah.
Yeah, it'd be gross, but...
Yeah. That's gross.
Yeah, okay.
That's all I got.
I guess we're on to my last movie.
Yep.
I actually had one. I thought that I was missing one for some reason, but my last movie is Reanimator.
Okay. That's expected.
Yeah, did you...
I didn't. That's expected at least in your top 20.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, and it wasn't on there, actually. I took Hereditary out to put Reanimator in.
Okay.
Because I was thinking about more so movies that I could, like, rewatch all the time.
That's what I kind of factored back to, too, when I was looking at my list again. I'm like, okay, but is this something like, I don't know, the rewatchability of them, too,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Like, you have to be able to want to go back and rewatch it. Like,
Yeah.
when I saw Reanimator, a year and a half ago, I've watched it like 5 times since then, 5 or 6 times.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so much fun, and the score is great, and I love Jeffrey Combs as Herbert West. He's so funny in his line delivery. I think it's fantastic.
Is this the movie, there's like a cat in it?
Yeah.
Okay,
oh,
because
yeah.
I fell asleep. I remember you were watching it when we were in bed when we lived out in Delhi, and I remember falling asleep, but I was like interested at the same time.
We were in Paris when I got this.
What?
Yep. We were watching it in your
No, you were.
Yep. parents' attic.
I don't think so.
Yep. I do think so.
Then we were watching something else with a cat in Delhi.
Oh, Pet Cemetery?
No.
Maybe?
Nah, it was a weird movie like this. I swear. I
Right.
swear it. I have vivid memories.
We were in your parents' place watching this movie.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah. Like, it's so quotable, this movie, too. Like, what was I supposed to say, Dan? Cat's dead. Talk to you later. Details later. Oh my god, that's so funny. I just love this movie.
Yeah, I'd probably give it a watch with you.
Yeah, I really want the record because it's got a really fun score to it too.
Yeah.
It'd be a fun record to pick up, I think. My fun fact is there's actually quite a few, but they were all really long. So I picked one of the most ridiculous ones I found. Which a ridiculous movie gets a ridiculous fun fact. So the woman Dan is seeming to attempt to resuscitate at the beginning of the movie was a dildo enthusiast and was known to hide dildos with fake corpses in the morgue set.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was funny. There's a whole bunch of fun facts about the one guy that plays the professor. He shot like the going down on the girl scene when he's a severed head, and his wife stormed out of the movie when she saw that part.
Oh, really?
And they divorced shortly afterwards. Yeah, so
Wow.
like, she was that upset about the scene.
Damn.
He didn't even end up going down on her because he got stopped beforehand. But like,
Yeah.
it's the implication, right?
Oh, to date an actor.
Oh, wouldn't it be exciting? Get to travel, they get to make out with other people. It's weird.
All right, we're on our last one. Oh, that was your last one, right?
Yep. Stop looking at my honorable mentions.
Oh, I honestly can't even read that.
I know my handwriting sucks.
So my last one is House of Wax. Yeah, it's just super nostalgic for me because, again, watched it in high school. And I love the cast. It has Chad Michael Murray, Jared Padalecki, Alicia Cuthbert, Paris Hilton, which back in the day, I used to watch this movie and I would love to watch her get killed, but now I actually love her in this movie and I actually love Paris Hilton. But yeah, I love the storyline. It's just a lot of fun.
Yeah, I don't have that many fond memories of this movie. I think I watched it back in the day, and then...
You watched it with me for the first time.
Oh, okay, there you go. See?
And you told me when we finished the movie that you actually liked it.
Yeah, I did like it, but I have a hard time picking out spots that I like in the movie. I guess I like when Jared Padalecki has his face like poked open by the one guy.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Good. I like the parallel between the twins and how there's a good twin and a bad twin.
Yeah, I just love the town too, and
yeah, the town was really cool, and the whole thing was actually made out of wax and everything. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, I like it. It's nostalgic for me, so I love it. Fun facts. Paris Hilton was first to be cast in this movie, and the rest of the cast was built around her.
What?
Yeah, I know. It's got big names, too, like Jared Padalecki and Chad Michael Murray and stuff. But
well, Jared Padalecki wasn't that big at the time either, right?
I guess. When did, like, Supernatural start?
It was around that time.
Same time.
Yeah.
He was in a lot of stuff around that time.
But even Supernatural didn't pick up until later on.
Yeah.
Because they were supposed to... I think they were supposed to end it at season 3 because all the other seasons were like 24 episodes.
Okay.
Then season 3 was 16.
Okay. I guess you see him in a lot of stuff, but like at the time he was kind of starting out.
Yeah, so he was in that, the Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Supernatural. I guess he was in like Gilmore Girls and stuff too, I think.
Yeah.
Same with Jensen Ackles was also in there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my my fun fact. Like that's all I got here.
Okay. So we're gonna move on to our honorable mentions.
Yes.
How many did you got?
Oh boy.
Because I got 9.
I don't even know where I wrote them. Just give me a minute.
Okay.
Sorry, the paper's crinkling here. I don't know what I did with them.
Oh, Sam's got no honorable mentions.
Bear with me.
Guess we'll start out with my honorable mention.
Yeah, go for it.
My number 1 honorable mention is Jordan Peele's Get Out.
Oh, okay. Good movie.
Yeah, it's very funny. It's dark. It's sad.
Yes.
Yeah. I like all the acting in it, actually. It's creepy, too. I don't know what it is, but... It's got a wicked score. Let's go.
An honorable mention that I have is, I'll name two because we've already talked about them: Evil Dead remake and Hills Have Eyes remake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They like, honestly, all these movies are in like, I would say my top 20, but I just can't pick an order.
Yeah, I know. Like, yeah, I guess we forgot to say that these aren't in any order because
Yeah.
all the movies are so close.
Yeah.
I found it was hard to pick just 10. I have like another 30 I could put on here.
Yeah.
My other honorable mention is The Shining.
Okay. That's actually one that I have not seen yet.
Yeah, no, I keep putting it off.
Everyone keeps saying it's crazy that I haven't seen it, but
Yeah, I don't know if you'll end up liking it or not. It's
I don't know if I will either.
It's an 80s movie.
I'm scared that I'm not going to like it, and everyone's like, this is a masterpiece.
No, it is. It's a confusing masterpiece, though.
Well, I'm going to give it a shot and be open-minded.
Yeah. It's long. It's slow, but it's good. It's got crazy good acting. Jack Nicholson and the lead actress are fantastic.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's directed by Stanley Kubrick, so everything's all well shot and planned out to a T. Like, this guy was a dick. Like, he pretty much, the lead actress, he made like everybody belittle her like offset.
Oh.
So that it would like transition on camera and stuff like that.
Wow.
So she like left acting for a while after that movie.
I heard that, actually.
Yeah.
I have Bride of Chucky.
Oh, really?
Just because it's so much fun.
Oh, okay.
And I just love Tiff. Like, and Jennifer Tilly, like, we watched that actually for the first time this past year, and I love it.
Yeah.
I just thought it was the best Chucky movie. Just her seance and everything, and just everything. I just love it.
Yeah, I know you're a huge Jennifer Tilly fan now.
Yeah, I am.
My next honorable mention is Jeepers Creepers. No support for Victor Salva or whatever he did.
No, screw him.
Yeah,
but it's a good movie.
It is a good movie. Justin Long is great, as well as the actress that played his sister.
Yeah.
The Creeper is just such an excellent idea, and he's so gross looking, and I love the story and the lack of history behind him. So it's just kind of like a mystery of how this creature goes about his life.
This would probably be my top 30 as well.
Yeah.
Because, just even like the underground or whatever, like, just creepy.
The underground, the cathedral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so messed up.
I know, all the bodies all over the wall and everything.
Yeah. Love it. Okay, so Black Fawn movie, Bite.
Oh, good call. I actually didn't put any Black Fawns on here.
That actually was originally on my top 10.
I thought it was going to be, to be honest.
I love it. Again, the body horror, it's just such a good movie. It reminds me of Starry Eyes, even though it's different. Same, but different. Different plot, but...
It's that karma, right?
Yeah.
She made a decision, and now she's paying for it for the rest of the movie.
I'm hoping we can do a deep dive episode on Bite very soon.
Yeah, I'd like to do that too. Support our Black Fawn friends.
Mm-hmm.
My next movie, it's honorable mentions. They're duels. That sucks, but they should have been in the top 10s for sure, because I actually just rewatched this. But Alien and Aliens.
I thought those were going to be on your top 10.
I know, I'm surprised they weren't either.
Yeah, I definitely thought they were.
I love them both. I think they're great. They're both so scary. And it's very isolating too. And Aliens is... It's just great. It's like... I don't know what else to say. They're fantastic. Masterpieces.
Masterpieces that Sam has not seen.
You refuse.
I just don't like alien movies. I'm sorry. Don't hate me.
I know. My next one's an alien movie too, so...
My next one is Scream.
I thought that might have been on your list.
I love Scream. Got the ghost face tattoo. Like, it's just one of those movies I could watch every year around Halloween, which we didn't do this year, by the way.
I know, again.
But they're just so much fun, and like I don't get sick of them. Like, they're just fun. It's just a really good time.
I don't get sick of Scream either.
Yeah.
I like Scream 2, actually.
Yeah, I did too.
I like Scream 2 a lot. Maybe even more than the first, but we'll have to see on a rewatch.
First one's my favorite, and then probably... What's the one with... I think 4? Yeah, 4.
I don't know, you said the one with, and then you...
That actress that's coming back, Hayden...
The character of Kirby.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, I like that one.
I did like her too. I thought she was a good character.
Yeah.
My next honorable mention is Predator.
All right.
Mix of action and horror thrown all into one with Arnie Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, another one Sam has not seen.
Nope. Got all these buff dudes, and then all of a sudden they're running scared for something. The Predator, I guess. Everybody knows this, I guess, by now. But it's so quotable, too. Like, there's so many great, cheesy action lines. Like, Arnold kicks down the door, and he goes, knock, knock, and then he, like, blows these guys up. It's ridiculous. One guy gets shot. He was a pro wrestler back in the day. He gets shot, and the one guy comes up to him, and he's like, "You're bleeding, man." And he's like, "I ain't got time to bleed." It's just so ridiculous. And then the Predator shows up and fucks up their plan. But it's got really good practical effects, and it's still got good special effects, too, that actually still hold up pretty well.
All right.
Yeah. You'll have to watch
it. Actually sounds kind of funny. I might give it a shot.
Like, you started watching The Predator, like the 2018 one, directed by Shane Black, who was in the original movie.
Mm-hmm.
And you liked that one. You said it was fun.
Yeah.
And that one's bad. Like, compared to the rest of them.
Okay, maybe I'll give them a shot.
You definitely, at least 3 of them. Actually, I rewatched, after Prey came out, I rewatched Predators, and then I guess I rewatched Aliens, and that was it. Okay. Yeah, I can go back and rewatch them all.
I have The Craft on here, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay. It's one of my classics. It's a Halloween classic for me. I love everything witchy. I love how it's these teenage girls discovering their powers. Like, it's great. That's it. I love it.
That's it. Brendan, don't say anything about it. It's great. I liked it. It was good. It's got isn't Seth Rogen in that one? Or am I thinking of something else?
No, what's his face?
Sidekick. And it's Skeet Ulrich.
Yes, Skeet Ulrich.
I thought he was one of his sidekicks.
I don't think so.
I've
seen this movie so many times that I couldn't even tell you now.
I think I'm thinking about Donnie Darko.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I don't think Seth Rogen's in this movie.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because both those movies had uniforms, school uniforms and stuff. That's what I'm thinking about. Yeah, it was good. I liked that one.
Was that Bruce?
Yeah, it was. Oh,
puppy making noises.
Yeah, yes.
Like, I'm bored.
One that was almost in my top 10. I don't know what beat it out, but Jaws.
Okay.
Which is what our puppy's
Speaking
named
of Bruce,
yeah. It's really good. It's like one of Steven Spielberg's best.
I don't even remember that movie, to be honest.
Jaws?
Yeah, I saw it so long ago. I remember Deep Blue Sea more than I remember Jaws.
We've rewatched that one a couple times, I think, too.
Well, yeah.
Jaws is really good. Jaws is, it's an epic. It's really good. It's got the big killer shark and the police detective that moved to a small town, or the police officer, I guess, that moves to a small town and doesn't even like water.
Okay.
And he moves to an island town, a beach town, for the quiet of the city. Then these shark murders start happening. It's pretty much like a rogue shark.
Yeah.
It's got a really good speech, too, from one of the main actors in it, too, the USS Indianapolis. It was really good. Let's hear your next honorable mention.
This is my last one. I'm sure I could come up with more, but I actually put down Incident in a Ghostland.
Oh, okay. That movie threw me for a loop.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it was trippy.
Yeah.
But it was also, like, just really dark.
I thought Martyrs might have been on your list, but...
That is another... You know what? Throw it on there, because that's around the same time that we watched Incident in a Ghostland, and we just went through these dark movies.
Yeah, we went through the new wave French Extremity.
Yeah, and I really liked them, for the most part.
Yeah, I liked them all, too, actually. I think there's only one I didn't like.
We watched High Tension. Yeah. Great movie until the end.
Yeah.
I liked it. But also, it's a ripoff of that one Dean Koontz book, Intensity. Because I remember I bought the book. I was all excited to read it. And then I'm like, I've seen this book. I've watched this. And then, ended up being a ripoff. And Dean Koontz didn't even want to fight against it because he didn't want his name associated with the movie.
Yeah, it was just bullshit. He should have.
Yeah.
Even knowing it's a decent movie, but like it didn't. The ending just kind of throws it for a loop. But I know
it ruins it.
I've seen the videos about the hints of, how you can kind of tell that she's the killer. Oh, spoiler. That she's the killer at the end or whatever. But like the hints don't make sense.
Yeah.
Like, it just baffled my mind.
Yeah.
Martyrs was even Incident at Ghostland was a far better movie.
Oh, yeah. Love that movie.
Too.
What else you got?
I got a couple because I got 3 more.
All right, go for it.
So I had to include an old Universal monster movie on here because I love watching those every once in a while. Next year, I think I'm gonna do a Brendan Solo movie review of all the old classic monster movies. If you want to get on that or not,
I might pick and choose.
okay. Mine though for this one is The Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Okay. Yeah.
Love it. I don't know why either, but this is the one I always return to watch the most, and it's out of the Universal Legacy box set that I have downstairs. I guess it's only 3 movies, but it's the only one that I've actually watched all the movies through.
Yeah.
So I haven't seen like all the Dracula movies that are on there, all the Frankensteins either, or the Mummies or whatever. But I've seen all the Creature from the Black Lagoons, and I just love it. Love the creature design, kind of like the environmental protection, little storyline, underlining storyline throughout it. And we got the shout out to Surreal Studios, who made prop replicas of the Creature from the Black Lagoon hands.
Yeah, it looks wicked.
Yeah, the skeleton hand at the beginning of the movie is fantastic. It looks great. So I guess I'm just stuck doing some more honorable mentions.
Yeah, I'm sure if I sat and thought about more, I could come up with more, but you go for it.
I'm not going to say too much. Actually, I'll just jump to the last one because Friday the 13th reboot was also on here.
Yeah.
For me, which I loved. And it's actually probably probably my first or my second favorite of the franchise. Like, I think Jason Part 4 is my favorite. Like,
yeah.
Friday the 13th Part 4, and then probably this one.
Yeah.
But, there's Part 7 too, so I can't even say that. There's a lot of... I love... Friday the 13th is my franchise. And then behind Friday the 13th being my favorite franchise is A Nightmare on Elm Street, which is... The original is my pick.
Okay.
I think it's got the scariest Freddy Krueger, second scariest, because Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, Freddy's Revenge, also has a very frightening Freddy Krueger in it. But yeah, it's just it's great cast. Johnny Depp's first role.
Yeah.
Robert Englund in there, Wes Craven. It's fantastic. I love Wes Craven and most of his stuff. So, Nightmare on Elm Street is definitely on my list.
Is that your last one?
That's my last one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's it then. Yeah, so we're hoping to do our first movie review deep dive in the next week or so.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, we're hoping to do this weekly or bi-weekly. It just depends on our schedules. So I guess probably Mondays, because I think we're releasing this one tomorrow. So, yeah, we're going to have some guests on, and we'll play some games,
We'll get to some horror news, because I've seen some stuff out recently that sound actually pretty good.
Yeah, anything Brendan picks up, he'll talk about, and if I read any books. I've been in a bit of a book funk lately, but if I read any horror books, I'll talk about them.
That means you have to give out suggestions, guys.
Yeah. Yes, please. I have so many books, too, on my shelf. I just haven't been in the mood. But I'll get to it.
Book weather is coming.
Yeah, true. Hibernation.
Yeah.
But yeah, that wraps up our top 10. So.
Great top 10, Sam.
Yeah, you too. Yours was pretty... I had a feeling yours was going to go that way.
Yeah, you definitely know our movie tastes from here on out.
Yeah.
So
we'll try and mix it up with our reviews going forward.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
We'll do maybe we'll do like a Sam month and a Brendan month, and then try to get some user picks too, like some fan picks.
Yeah, and if we have a guest come on, like they can help out with the suggestions, and yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. Okay, guys, remember to check us out. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, at ourlifeinhorror.com, and you can send us an email if you have anything to suggest or maybe want to chime in on an episode. You can email us at ourlifeinhorror@hotmail.com.
Yeah, if you guys have anything that you want to add to, like, let's say you hear something in an episode and you want to comment on it, we can maybe even mention you in the next episode or whatnot, right? We can read your email. Just Yeah.
Yeah,
Reach out.
any suggestions too to make our show better, any critiques, please just let us know. Because we do want to make this the best show we can, and we're brand new to this, so
Yeah, very, very new, but it'll be fun.
it will be. Anyways, hope you guys have a fantastic day, and thank you for listening.
Yeah, thanks. Bye.
Bye.